Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Star Fox Adventures. Last time we met the gatekeeper of the DarkIce Mines and he opened the way for us, so now we're ready to head out to our first major area in the game. Now we have enough fuel cells so we can reach the DarkIce Mines. I do have in front of me how many we need. You need at least 5 fuel cells to make it to the DarkIce Mines, so we have more than enough. So now that we have the DarkIce Mines opened up to us, we get to head back out into space, so we'll be playing another one of the R-Wing sections of the game. And with each new R-Wing section, it gets a little bit harder, so you'll see what I mean when we make our way to the DarkIce Mines. So let's go ahead and get our mission briefing.
The Snowhorn tribes are in great danger. General Scales has enslaved them to work in the DarkIce Mines. If you can locate the gatekeeper's daughter, she will be able to help you. Free the Snowhorns by finding that spellstone. It's up to you, Fox. Let me out.
Fly through 3 gold rings to open the gatekeeper's force field.
So this is how the difficulty gets increased for each R-Wing section. With each new area that you have to go to, there's more and more rings you have to get. With the final area that we need to go to, we actually need to get all the gold rings in order to open up the force field. So, yeah, it gets pretty hard, actually. My first time playing, I did fail this kind of mission objective quite a number of times, but now, I don't think I've really failed any of these. I think the only one I might have failed is the last one because, well, you need to get all of them. So if you miss one of the gold rings, then you're going to have an issue. So I think that's the only one that I really just might have failed. And I don't think I'm going to be failing in this project, but then again, we got that recording curse, we got the Let's Play curse, so, you know, anything is possible. And oh, we missed the gold ring. Oh well. We have enough to make it into the DarkIce Mines, and I didn't notice I had 3 smart bombs. I wasn't paying attention to how many smart bombs I had, so I should have just used them up. But I got on the list. I never really noticed that I never got any gold rings until now on that leaderboard. That's weird. And it looks like I'm continuing that trend, but hey, at least I got second. Without trying. A lot of these sections, because I'm concentrating on the commentary and not on the gameplay, I don't really notice half the stuff, explaining why I had so many smart bombs. But I honestly thought I was going to get all the gold rings, but nope. That just figures, but here we are in our first major area, the DarkIce Mines. Now, Dinosaur Planet might be the major area that you're going to be in for the most part of the game, the area you're going to be exploring the most, but I consider these 4 parts of the planet that you go to pretty much like dungeons, which is why I just keep on referring to these as like the major plot areas, because that's really what they are. You're really only here when the plot demands it. Besides that, you're never on these parts of the planet, so that's why I just have them be called major planets. Really, I missed pretty much almost every single shot, and I missed the kick. Wow, that was fantastic. But the first thing we want to do is we want to get Chucky's Find Command and open up this hole here, because we need to get a key first before we do anything else. If you talk to the Snowhorn members here that are locked up, you'll notice they have shackles around them, so we need to find some keys. We want to go ahead and free some of these Snowhorn tribe, and if we can defeat the Shark Claw without issue, we can do that no problem. Now let's just twirl this thing in your face. Or, you know what, I'm just gonna blast you in the face, because you're not being nice about it. But here we go. We get a new mechanic introduced to us. Nothing really that major. This is pretty much like your chests in Zelda. So whenever you come up to one of those little containers, you just have to use your staff, and there you go. That's how you unlock it. It's simple as that. Just one little thing I guess it's worth pointing out, although it's not really that major. Like I said, it just works like a treasure chest. And since you have the staff to unlock it, which is kind of weird, how is the staff really the only thing you can use? I guess no one really thought of using a key. Instead, they're just using a pointy object. But I digress. Let's just go ahead and use this key on this Snowhorn over here. Because if you talk to her, or him, I'm not sure which. I don't really know these gender by just looking at them, but they'll tell you, can you find a key? So let's use the key.
Thank you for releasing me. If you're heading down into the mine, then please look out for Belina Tay, the gatekeeper's daughter. She didn't mean to get us into this mess by telling Scales about the Spellstone. She did what she thought was right. Please help her.
Okay, lady. I'll keep a lookout for her.
This might be of use to you. I found it while I was working. It looked important, so I hid it from the sharp claws.
Well, it is important indeed. This bridge cog will actually help us get across the bridge to our next area here in DarkIce Mines, so it's a good thing that that Snowhorn member there hid away that very important bridge cog for us. Let's just go ahead and fully heal ourselves while we're at it. And hey, another sharp claw, let's beat you up. Or take a beating. Whichever comes first. Let's roundhouse kick you. There we go. Oh. I don't care about you. Go away. Hate those guys so much. But we want to actually take our newly found bridge cog and go down here because we want to fall in the water. No. Because as you notice here, this machine is missing a cog, so if we pull the lever without the cog in there, it doesn't really do anything because it doesn't have all the gears. So what we want to go ahead and do is now with that cog in our inventory, we want to go ahead and then just place it right in there, and I'm not sure how that little cog got that big just by taking it out of my pocket, but okay. Whatever works, I guess. And it's weird because they just somehow become bigger later. Sometimes the cogs can be just kind of as big as this one, as small as the ones here on the bottom, or as big as the one on the very far left. It's just weird how it works. Because I don't imagine of how Fox can carry one of those things, and better yet, I don't want to know where he's putting that. But now with that bridge made, we can actually go over here, and we're going to notice a Snowhorn member here being beat up. So let's go ahead and take out the Shark Claw that's beating him up. Oh, I want to get that sweep kick in. It's really hard to get that sweep kick in. And of course, I just take the damage. Just do a roll, whack ya, and you should be dead.
I am forever in your debt. I see your little friend has yet to learn his flame command. Go on, youngster. Give it a go. If I wasn't so exhausted, I could help you through the main gates. I need some food.
Well, now with that, we have learned another one of Tricky's commands, which is the final command we learned for Tricky. So we have them all. The Flame command. So whenever we come up to something that can be burned, whether it can be a block of ice or it can even be an enemy, we can use Tricky's Flame command, and that will burn whatever objects in our way. And the nice thing about this section, if you put up your shield, I mentioned earlier in one of the videos that this shield protects Fox from anything. Doesn't matter what it is. I never got hit by those boulders, but I'm like very, very certain that those boulders can be blocked with your shield ability here. But using Tricky is fine here, and we have ourselves some food. So we're halfway there. We need 2 of these roots. And before we go any further, let me just go ahead and feed Tricky, because there's 3 fungus right here. So we'll just fill back up our fungus in the inventory. If I can whack it, please come over here. Come over here. Thank you. One more thing I want to notice about the Flame command is you can actually hurt Tricky, but now with the Flame command, he will attack you. Before he couldn't do anything, but now if I attack Tricky, he will attack back eventually. Come on, you can do it. There you go. You can block the attack, but that will actually hurt you, because Tricky is using his flame command. So I guess if you're out of energy on Tricky, and I actually got hit by one of those boulders, jeez! That's a first. But if you want Tricky to use his flame command and you're out of energy on Tricky and you don't have any more blue fungus to feed him, that could be a way you can use his flame command. Although I never have done that before, so I'm not 100% sure that works. I'm pretty sure it would, but I've never done that before myself. But it's a nice little thing to note nonetheless. Now his flame command, we can go inside this little hut. And we get rid of you. Some more shrooms over here if you need any, but let's go ahead and use Tricky's flame command on this pile of wood.
Flame.
And hope that this melts the ice. Well, that sure melted the ice. So, now with that all done, we have a block here that we can use on our way back, but I want to go ahead and use Tricky's flame command here, if he will... Oh, he's trying to hurt the... Well, okay. That works too, Tricky. That demonstrated how the flame command can be used against your enemies. I wasn't expecting him to go for the enemy there, but okay. That works too, Tricky. Here's another one of our routes. Our alpine route. I never remember the names of these things unless I look at the scan, and that was a great camera angle, game, thank you. And now that we have two of those routes, we can head back over to where we saw that injured Snowhorn member and, well, feed him. But first we need to push this block all the way back to the other side to get out. Fox doesn't know really how to jump by himself, so we need to push this thing all the way over, and then we can climb on top of it. That is if it's pushed all the way on the wall. Because, you know, Fox is that picky kind of a climber. He won't climb unless he hears that little chime. Pretty annoying if you ask me. Where's Tricky? Where is he? I want to feed him before I do anything else. That's the weird thing about getting Tricky to appear. You don't know when he is going to appear. There he is. So let's feed Tricky real quick. And I'm going to go head back in there and grab some more fungus. Time to play Whack-A-Fungus. There we go. That didn't fill me up all the way, but that should be enough. One thing to note, if Tricky is using his flame command on enemy, he'll use half a unit of energy. So, if he uses a half a unit of energy, when you feed him, that counts for a full thing of energy, actually. It's weird how that works, but when you feed him, it'll count for a full. So, instead of using maybe 3.5, now they gotta make it an even number, so you'll have to use 4 to fill up like 3.5 little units of energy. It's kind of weird of how it works, but it's understandable. Let's go ahead and feed this guy the alpine roots.
Oh, I feel much better now. Get on my back. Let's smash those gates.
Alright, well now with our Snowhorn friend here with some energy, we can climb onto his back and ride him around. One of the only times in this game you actually get to ride on the back of one of the Snowhorns. And it's pretty cool because you can move around, and while he moves pretty slow, he's pretty much like a tank. Moves slow, but you can use his Tusk attack, which can do a lot of damage, although you don't really use it on enemies, but it's good for knocking over a door like this. Looks like we were spotted by the Sharp Claw. Oh no, what should we do, right? So threatening. Even though we can take these guys out without even trying. Because seriously, you Snowhorn members are... Well, not Snowhorn, these Sharp Claw are no real big deal. But I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode because we got a good amount of progress here in the DarkIce Mines. So, next time on Let's Play Star Fox Adventures, we'll continue to explore the rest of DarkIce Mines and see how much farther we can get. I'll see you guys next time.